What's up, Stat Fam? We told you we was coming back with another. We got the best Larry Bird versus arrogant showboat story ever told. This is a live reaction. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that sub button, and comment below. Let's get it. Once again, it's a legendary day. Once again, we thank you, Lord, for another day. I promise you, it's big around here. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day out there. I hope y'all enjoying it for real. Now, don't fake it. I hope y'all really, we thank you, Lord, for another one. I promise you, it's big. It's legendary. Always legendary around here. Big Bird. Shout out to you. It was legendary last night. Goodbye. She's gone. I promise you. She was definitely gone last night. Hey, I enjoyed that last night. That was legendary last night. Now, I promise you now, hey. We ain't done. No, we gonna get back to it. We ain't done. We ain't done. We gonna make sure we do another. It's live and legendary. Make sure y'all stay tuned. It's legendary. It's always legendary over here. I promise you. Shout out to them real legends. Shout out to them real junkies. Shout out to them real crackheads. Shout out to y'all. Y'all already know y'all legendary out there. It's big. We thank you, Lord, for another one. We gonna get to it real early and simple. I promise you. You know,
That person will be called with a foul. And Person and Bird have a few words.
legends.
Bird again ends up on the floor.
That's that cheat shot. That's that cheat shot shit. And he knew he would hurt. He did. Boy, on his ass out, he couldn't do nothing. Boy, calling timeout, man.
All of the times where Larry Bird trash talked and dominated an opponent,
the pressure on you.
Person was one of the few players that stood toe to toe with Larry Bird and actually held his own.
It started my rookie year, and first time I touched the ball, my very first game, he said, "Shoot the ball, rookie. Shoot it, shoot it, shoot it." I said, "Okay, I'll shoot it." Wow, and it went in. And I said, "Don't ever tell me to shoot the ball. I shoot it every time." And from then on,
motherfucker, real shooter and Persons out there.
Person uses that right arm to get thrown out
Bird.
and then he drains it, and then he talks to Larry. Trent, Person for three. They're tied up. And he's
motherfucker, sharpshooter out there. Boy got the real legend guard.
Against Larry Bird. Held it. The first Indiana lead. Listen to the crowd. He'll pull out and shoot a three. Watch him. Here it goes. That'll be
knockdown.
It is the Person show.
And when they faced off in the first round of the 1991 playoffs, their underrated rivalry was an intense.
If I'm not mistaken, pushes McHale, and he's gone. He's gone. Is gone.
Physical. Hard-fought battle of will.
Person's doing a little talking to Bird now. And now they're bumping. And he's back to talking, and so's Larry Bird. Person. And when he talks, he walks.
And with the series tied 2 games apiece, Larry Bird, in the 5th and deciding game, gave us one of the most iconic moments in NBA history.
It is one of the, in the Bird lore, it is one of the top 5 incidents that he did that might have been the last great moment.
Marv, the mood of the Celtics could be described as confident. In fact, this is the 10th deciding game of a playoff series Larry Bird has been involved in. By the way, the condition of his lower back injury remains the same, expecting to play about 40 minutes through pain today. And it has come down to the 5th and deciding game between the Celtics and the Pacers. Bird in the open court.
Knockdown.
Pacers down court in a hurry. Larry Bird has some moves right in the face of Jeff Person as Person called for the timeout.
Yeah.
Because Larry Bird started the game off hot, you couldn't tell that he was battling a severe back injury and was in a lot of pain.
Larry Bird at this point in his career is now squeezing to the end. It's a ceaseless struggle to get healthy enough to play.
Larry Bird did not play the final 7 games of the season as he decided to sit out and see if he could get his back ready for the playoffs. His back was day-to-day, and no one knew if he would be able to play in the series.
I don't know how I'm going to feel tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to feel Thursday or Friday. It's just wait and see. It's a game that we're playing right now, and hopefully I'll be prepared to play every game.
I remember walking in the locker room, and I saw Larry before the game, and I said, "How you feeling?" "I'm okay, I guess." Well, he wasn't okay. Guy could barely put his pants on.
He spent the night at the hospital in traction, so he had to be in just unbelievable pain.
Putting his shoulder down that time, actually trying to create off the dribble, which is unusual with the bad back that he has.
As Larry Bird carried the Celtics to a lead in the first half, while already in excruciating back pain. To make matters even worse, with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, Larry Bird took one of the nastiest falls of his career.
Right now, Larry Bird with 12, and the Celtics lead by 7. 4.5 remaining in this first half. Power couple recovery. Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt. As Bird goes after the loose ball to try to save it, he does in fact get it, keeps it in play, but he paid for it, struggling right now to get up.
It was a thud when he hit that floor. You heard that boom.
Right.
The breath went out of that building because they thought that, that was it.
What went through my mind, just hope it wasn't anything too serious. Obviously, if there was something wrong with me. Anytime you see Larry Bird walks off the court, something seriously had to be wrong.
Larry Bird's face hit the floor so hard that he knocked himself unconscious for a few seconds. He left the game with a concussion and had a broken bone in his face. And with the Celtics leader out of the game, Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers smelled blood.
Don't think the fact that Larry Bird is in the locker room right now isn't helping the Indiana Pacers pick up their level of intensity. They smell it right now. They know the leader is not on the floor. Someone needs to step up now for Boston and take over in Larry Bird's absence. With 20 points, the first time this afternoon the Pacers have had a lead.
Well, right, Chuck Person was a real force, and there was a lot of back and forth going on.
Person, a three, yes, first straight away.
And Larry bangs his head on the floor.
I know.
Boom. Has to leave the game. Looks like the ship's going to sink, and we're going to go home in the first round.
Person from downtown. What a shot by Chuck Person. And he gets the treatment from the crowd as he reacts.
Somebody back there hot.
And the cameras are on Larry emerging from the locker room, coming on the corridor.
The greatest
cavalry is arriving. The crowd sees him. They go berserk.
The greatest moment in history.
I got the sense the Pacers were stunned to see him there, and that they thought, holy what's going to happen now?
Throughout this timeout, they have been standing and cheering since Larry Bird made his way from underneath the tunnel from the Boston locker room. He went out with 4:23 remaining in the second.
The whole building up in there, man. That's when you know you're a real legend. Goodbye. She gone.
I've never met an athlete that would play with pain the way he does, and an athlete that's so highly self-motivated as Larry Bird.
Goodbye. She's gone. There was nothing you could do.
People's pain thresholds are different. Some guys will dislocate a finger and go ahead and play with it. Some guys can dislocate a finger and be out 6 weeks.
Right.
I think it's just something within your body that some guys have a good pain threshold and some don't. But to me, I'm just so glad I got the NBA and made it.
I didn't want some little injury messing up my whole season, so I tried to play through it.
Backboard.
When Larry returned, the Celtics went from losing by 3 points to winning by 13 points in a matter of minutes.
Taking that shit over, man.
And I think it's really a mental thing that, Larry's on the court now. Hey, now we got our leader back. We got a big option here we can go to down the stretch during the game. And it's just a big emotional lift when he's on the court, too.
The fans at that point wouldn't let the team lose because of what Larry was doing.
It's a turnaround. Come on now. Goodbye. Shit don't make no sense, man. The pass, man. Showtime, Reggie Lewis.
And he's going to lead this group with a little bit of emotion.
Real legend right now, for real.
Taking it strong to the basket, showing them how it could be done.
Through all of the pain and injuries, Larry Bird came back and led this Celtics team to a victory, proving that there is a big difference between being a good player and being the greatest of all time. Because today's players just aren't built like they used to be.
Quite rarely do you see this kind of emotion from Larry Bird. Now, but Larry Bird is answering the challenge put forth to him by Chuck Person and the Indiana Pacers, and he's letting it all hang out today.
Real legend, man.
I'm talking about today's player. When you look at Larry in that game, and Bob Hill says he's coming back and be ready for him, would today's player come back in a game like that? Now with load management, where agents and managers are saying you got to take care of your body and your product. And it's true, your body is your livelihood.
Yeah.
I remember Jordan playing with 104-degree temperature.
Yeah.
A courageous, classic performance by the flu-ridden Michael Jordan.
Larry, we just talked about that game, with
Isaiah Thomas against the Lakers in 88, 25-point period on a bad leg.
He's got to be hurting and limping. Thomas goes up, and Isaiah Thomas having an incredible period.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm being unfair, but that just isn't there anymore.
Boston 110, Indiana 96. 4 minutes gone by in the fourth.
He knew my boy back was hurt. He gonna push him in the back.
Ends up on the floor, and he was pushed by Person.
Person stepping up with the blind screen right in the area that Larry Bird doesn't need in the middle of the back.
I think 4 or 5 years you'll think back about what he did, or you just, you'll go that. I think it's one of those things that as the years go by, it'll become bigger and bigger and bigger. I already had a lot of respect for Larry Bird, but the way he played today, it's just like the stuff you tell your kids about. And I told him at the end of the game, I've never seen anything like that.
Truly amazing.
Real legend, man.
It's courageous and all those other things. And he's the leader. He is the leader of the Celtics, and he will be until he retires. I've known Chuck for a while, and we always had run-ins, but it always seems like I get the last word.
I tell you what. That shit don't never get old. Don't nothing never get old, man. That shit legendary, man. I'm talking about, that guy slapped his face on the floor, man. I'm talking about, what? Everybody ain't coming back from no shit like that. I'm talking about real smack. We ain't talking about no little Pat on the back. Oh, okay, you good. Hell no. I'm talking about he had to sit there for a minute, though. Gained his conscience back. Went back to that back room. Told them doctors. The doctors looked away. Come on, them Big Bird was out of there. The best thing you know, when they look back, Big Bird was out of that tunnel. Come on, man. We're coming through that motherfucker. I promise you. The greatest moment in NBA history. We ain't gonna waste no time. The greatest small forward to ever do it. Y'all already know how I go now. The greatest Celtic, too. To me. Real legend, man. I'm talking about the guy really came back. I'm talking about as soon as he came out the tunnel, the whole damn crowd stood up. And they were losing, you feel me? Come on now. They stood up like they were still winning. They were losing when he came back out. Got right into the game and took over immediately. Come on, man. Let's stop. Took the game over immediately. I'm talking about passing, all that, scoring. Real legend, man. Real legend. I promise you. I don't even gotta say nothing. Y'all already know I don't gotta say nothing no more. This shit just legendary. You gotta say something, you feel me? Shit legendary, but yeah, better say something though. I swear. Hey, Big Bird, just know this. Goodbye. She's gone. I promise you, she gone for real. That shit right there, legendary. I ain't gonna never forget that now. I'm talking about playing with a hurt back. I'm talking about Prime Bird came out that tunnel. I'm talking, he's still out there playing with that hurt back shit. I just can't believe that shit, man. That shit gets crazy, man. That shit crazy. Laying on the floor, too. Come on, man. I ain't gonna say too much. Y'all already know how I go. Salute Bird family. Salute Stat family. Thank y'all for watching the full video. We're gonna be back with another video after this video. We thank you, Lord. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. You know it.